Hello, everyone. So this is Raphael, and now let's talk about process, services, process in general. First, I have to say that I'm really excited because I've seen really great stuff today, including the demo we saw from Zarion and other things. And I think everything come together: AI, process, content, document. This is a great future because process is at the core of so many digital operations, and those digital operations are becoming so complex that you need process automation. Process automation is at the core, in fact, right? So let me give you a quick snapshot of the roadmap for Alfresco process services, and then I'll try to do a quick demo about the future, right? So as you may know, this is what we delivered last year. Alfresco Process Services 1.9, so it was all about giving you more flexibility with things like the process workspace, which is an end-user UI package and delivered outside Alfresco Process Services. So the benefits of that are the fact that you can consume this and customize this front-end UI, and we can, us at Alfresco, release it separately from process services. Another important thing that we've done was to improve the document generation. Part of the process, we have the ability to generate documents. In APS 1.9, you can now integrate complex external object in those documents, right? It's not only the data you're collecting from inside the process that generates the document. And we also, because a lot of customers were asking for what do you do on mobile side, and we added the offline support for the native mobile app on iOS. So that was what we delivered last year. Now, we're about to deliver a new release, right? APS 1.10, and it's all about adding the right tools. So we have new things coming up on the analytics side. We're improving the way you can consume the analytics. So basically exporters to popular analytic and search databases that will allow you to consume the data that the engine produces for you. Integration also with the common component with the digital business platform. So Alfresco Identity Service and SSO. So it will be much easier for you to integrate with different apps from your environment and do SSO thanks to the identity service. But also, if you're using ADF, it will be much simpler for you to implement SSO with different components of Alfresco, including content services, process services, governance services, but also external system that you have in your environments. And then the other things are helping you in your journey for the cloud, right? So for that, of course, we're providing the updated Docker images and now also the Helm charts, the recipe for you to go to deploy Alfresco Process Services on Kubernetes. So this is coming, pretty soon. I'm checking the time. Yeah, okay, I got to really go faster. And then later on, we're going to modernize also the environment that the engine is leveraging, so that we're much more aligned with the technology you're using today. And the future. Future is really exciting. There's a lot of things to say. So I had to take. I'm pragmatic. This morning we said, great technologies, AI and stuff, but at the end of the day, what matters is what you do with it, right? And how easy it is to do something with it. So I would like to talk about something really quickly. What I'm showing you here is an experiment. It's something new. It's not a product yet, right? So it's just an experiment. We're trying to make it much easier for you to build those automation apps, those process-based apps. And with everything integrated, governance services, content services, everything in there, and I could also add AI and stuff. The idea is really for you to concentrate on the business solution that you can produce, right? And at a fast pace. So for that, I'm going to show you a little video of an application that I built myself and with, let's say 2 coworkers with me, but we built that in less than a day, okay? And I picked an onboarding process because we all know that type of process and we all know the challenges around this process. So we have different persona, but we have the HR manager that will trigger the process from a Slack chatbot, okay? So she's not in a web app. She's using Slack every day. She's going to onboard a new employee from Slack. Then the HR assistant will review that request, and then the new employee will receive a task and an SMS, a task for him to put his email and passport, and then the Twilio will send him the text message informing him that his computer is ready, because in parallel we're launching a process to provision a computer for him. Then we use AI, different types of AI from AWS, recognition to verify the passport, and then text track to extract the citizenship of the new employee. And then we use a REST service, the right service, to call the insurance system in order to create the insurance contract. And at the end of the journey, the employee is onboarded with his contract that we generated with connectors. So all these connectors are part of our future platform, okay? So now, what I'm saying, actually, I've done it. We built this app, so this is real. So here what you see is me typing and actually triggering the onboarding process directly from Slack. So we have a connector that you can use to configure a Slack bot that will trigger the process. And he's triggering the process, passing all the information. So what you see here in this form is all the information that the HR manager actually passed through Slack. Okay, so we're going to upload the contract template here to generate at the end of the process. You have the employee contract auto-generated. For that, we use a template, a corporate template, right? And we have a connector for that. We notify the Slack channel, that's what you see here, that the HR assistant accepted the request, the onboarding request. So we notify the channel that John Smith is being onboarded and the request has been accepted. So here, now we'll go in the admin platform, in the admin console, and we're going to check where we are in the flow, okay? So we're going to visualize the bpmn diagram behind it that power this onboarding process. So as I said, first we had the review task for the HR assistant. Then we notify using a Slack connector. We notify the Slack channel. Then in parallel, we had a decision using a DMN decision table to decide what computer do we need to provision for this guy that is joining that particular department with that title. So depending on the title, the departments, we make the right decision. So this is decision automation here, right? Then we have the employee onboarding, the new employee uploading his passport. And because I wanted to play with you, I actually uploaded the wrong document. I uploaded a picture, right? That was not a passport, obviously. And what you see here is that calling so this is not a passport, right? So then when the recognition service from AWS is called using the recognition connector, we will detect that this is not a passport, and we're looping back, and that's why you see another task for the employee to upload a valid passport. And again, to do that, the magic is that I didn't do any code. That's really the message here in this demonstration. It's not about all the capabilities, in fact, because, okay, yes, a lot of tools can do that, but it's the fact that in this with this new platform, I didn't have to write any piece of Java code, right? It's all configuration. Now I'm uploading a real passport, right? A British passport. And the text track connector, so that's why the flow now moved on, right? So the text track connector is extracting the citizenship from that passport, and will detect that this is a UK citizen. And because, we have this story about Brexit and stuff, so now we're doing different things if it's, right? So in case it's a UK citizen, then we're going to create the insurance contract for UK citizen, right? And then final task is now the employee, before that, the hiring manager. The hiring manager, this is just to test the REST call to the insurance contract. So as you can see, we did call it with the UK value, right? So TextRack did the right job for us. And now the hiring manager will define the start date for the new employee. And we're going to generate the contract automatically. And we'll email the employee to congratulate him. And we'll put everything in our content services. And we'll expose the digital workspace as the front-end app. So now I'm going to my email box, and I'm going to open the digital workspace to get the contract automatically generated by the application. So all this, one day, no Java code, just about empowering people to use those technology to build stuff that are real in a short time frame. Thank you. I think this is the end of my presentation.